I turned 29 2 weeks back, and I was reflecting on the time when I was a 21-year-old who had zero idea of what she wanted to do in life, was filled with imposter syndrome and anxiety about the future, and was also in a very, very, very toxic relationship. And thinking about that time just made me think how far I've come since then and all the mistakes I've made, the things I've learned. And in this video, I want to share 5 learnings with you which have come from the mistakes that I have made so that you don't do the same things. And without further ado, let's dive into number 1. Motivational videos will not change your life. I have been there. I have watched several of them thinking that I'm being productive, I'm going to change my life, and you get that rush where you think that you can conquer the world. But trust me, it does not happen. There is no replacement for action in life. So instead of watching these videos, learn 1 or 2 things from them and just implement them. Without implementing those things, don't go back to watching another video. Speaking from my own example, I watched a lot of Gary Vee content because I wanted to make videos for a very, very, very long time. But honestly, watching those videos was not doing anything for me because I wasn't taking action. I wasn't actually going ahead and posting something. Forget about posting, I wasn't even scripting anything. Number 2, if they're holding you back, they're not your tribe. Do you know how many people are out there who are scared of starting something new? Not because they fear the judgment of strangers, but because they fear the judgment of their own circle, their own peer group. As someone who was one of those people, I had that fear for the longest time, and even more when I was in business school, because I felt like all the people I know are just around me. I run into them in the hallways. What if they see my videos? What if they make fun of me? But guess what? If someone has the time to make fun of you, you don't need them in your life. And as you grow older, you will realize that there will be people that you let go of, and that's okay. Because if you're letting go of 5 people, you might be adding 10 more, and that's okay. One bad person can hold you back at least 2 to 5 years. Because of fearing their judgment, you're going to not take action for such a long time, and so many other people will move ahead of you. So, what's the point of having this one person in your life? And the mantra that I tell myself, which I hope helps you too, is that what am I more afraid of? Am I afraid of ending this year thinking that, oh, again, I did not do anything to move closer towards my dreams? Or am I afraid of judgment of this one person? Whatever makes me feel bad more, I'm going to move towards that. So if you've been procrastinating on something because you fear what will people think, I hope this helps. Number 3, leave your zone of average often. Now, what do I mean by the zone of average? It's this place where things are not great, but they're not bad either, so you're just staying stuck. For me, the biggest zone of average actually was living in my parents' home. I used to have this perfect life where things were constantly getting done for me, I was not paying rent, and I just never wanted to leave. And the excuses I used to make for myself were that, oh, I have such limited time with my parents, why should I leave right now? I'll leave when I go to grad school, and this is the time I get with them. Honestly, now when I go back home, I spend more quality time with my family. And leaving home has drastically changed my life. I delayed it for so long, and the cost of it was my own growth. I was becoming comfortable. I did not know how to take care of myself. I didn't know how to manage my finances completely independently, and so much more. I basically learned the most basic life skills starting at the age of 26, which I could have actually done way sooner. And zone of average is not just like a comfort zone of your parents' home. It can be a job, it can be a toxic relationship where it's not great, but it's not that toxic that you need to leave. But maybe you do. And the more you train yourself to think that doing it will add to your own growth, it will help you. I learned this much later in life, and I hope you can learn it sooner. Number 4, become smart about money or you will die poor. I learned the basics of compounding, inflation, investing much later in my 20s. Like, I did start investing when I was 22, 23 because my mom was forcing me to. But I became really smart around COVID. And if you have the opportunity to educate yourself on this, please do early on because compounding is real and you do have the potential to double your money every 4 to 5 years and beat inflation. Also, change your relationship with money and start thinking of it as a tool. It's a tool that buys you freedom. So many people out there think that they want work-life balance, they want to have a chill morning and work on their own terms. But guess what? No one is going to give you these things for free. You have to acquire enough skills and have enough money that you can do things on your own terms because no one can be broke and happy at the same time. And lastly, number five, you will never be ready because the perfect moment does not exist. I waited for many things in life. I used to think that I will not get married till I'm 30. I will take my GMAT exam only when my preparation is at the full fledged perfect stage. I used to think I'll only make videos when no one around me who I know personally can actually see me physically. Like when I'm away from them, I'm going to start creating content. And there were like just so many other things that I used to feel that I can only do when I'm ready for it. But guess what? There is no perfect moment. You're never going to actually get a signal from your body that, hey, today is the day, today I'm ready to do this. And I got married at 26, and it was one of the best decisions of my life. I am very happy in a very fulfilling, equal relationship, touchwood. I started making videos, grew my audience from 0 to 44,000 in 6 months. And these things would never have happened if I wasn't taking any kind of action. And if you're procrastinating on something, trust me, that perfect moment is not going to come. Action is the only thing that can get you out of the rut that you're in. That's it for today. These are some of the things that I reflected on recently, and I feel when I was 21, 22, they would have helped me coming from someone who is not too much older than me, but still older than me. So I hope I can be that person for you. If you like this video, please do press like, share, and subscribe. This is my first YouTube video, so I am also putting myself out of my zone of average over here. And if you have any recommendations, please do drop them in the comment box. And if you liked something or didn't like something, please do comment below with that. Thank you, and I will see you again next week in my second video.